Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as, a coach or an owner.
On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock.
Quickly review the league's top performers. View your team's saved snapshots. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 25, here's second down and 8. Now Stafford. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. T. Higgins, 35 yards. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Rattler. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Rattler. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right to Barkley on the check down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Rattler. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. Powerful running. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. Stafford. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tank Dell. 40 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6. That time. Chase McLaughlin sets the kickoff. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Stafford with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 1st down, here's Rattler. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 2nd and 10. Rattler once more. That'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Rattler going to look to throw again. They set up the screen. H.A. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Rattler wants to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air is Rattler. Throw caught by Achane. Touchdown, Eagles! Devon Achane. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads them into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he gets this down inside the 35 before. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford looks to throw again. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick. There goes Green. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rattler. He'll dump this off to Achane. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Pushing his way through. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run.
Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Oh, some strong running.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
To throw is Stafford. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Stafford.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That one good for 26 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hurry!
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Packers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rattler working out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be Packer football. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. That one caught by Higgins. What a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Stafford. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Rattler now on 1st and 10. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To the air once more is Rattler. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the